Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. I am the Tarot Muse and I'm here with your weekly love reading. And as you can see, I have got all of the cards laid out on the table here so that I can dive straight in and get to the root of the matter and give you a really comprehensive understanding of what is happening. So let's get started. Right, in the present moment we have the Two of Swords crossed by the Chariot. So what this is telling me is that there's some kind of stalemate that's happened, but it's not been met because of the Chariot card. The Chariot card is crossing it. So I asked, okay, what is this stalemate? And what I got was the need to step into a higher place and really bring some awareness to how it is that the relationship that you're in has been destroyed as a result of your rigidity and control and inability to experience passion and fun and creativity in the relationship. I apologize if these are harsh words. I translate and read the cards as I see them. And this is all leading somewhere, so just bear with me, okay? So Capricorn, it looks like perhaps you're carrying a lot of responsibilities, you're carrying the burden of responsibilities around money, and I sense that you've placed some restrictions on your partner and failed to see her. Perhaps an element of apathy was starting to build up in the connection with her, where the passion was dying. And so that's what the Chariot is. It's all this power that you're holding with regards to this will that you're holding, this almost like this repression around the responsibilities that are stopping you from actually connecting with your partner and enjoying her from a passionate standpoint, from a loving standpoint, from a playful standpoint. And so what has become conscious for you is the tension within the love relationship where the passion has now experienced a loss and a betrayal. And the reason for this is because your partner, and I think it is a marriage, but for some of you it may just be a partnership because not everybody believes in marriage. Your partner, and I'm seeing your partner as a Queen of Cups, which could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces, a water sign. Although in this moment I see her as that or him as that, because they are very emotional about what has happened. First of all, about the experience that they're going through with you, where they don't feel seen, they feel neglected, but also they feel controlled. And so what ended up happening was this impulsive and confusing and unhealthy sexual affair happened with an outside party. He comes across as a Knight of Wands, a King of Wands. So a King of Wands is, well, he's a very charismatic, sexual, dynamic man who's can potentially be a player. And she gets involved in this sort of unhealthy bondage that leaves her feeling quite trapped and isolated and powerless by the situation. So, where I see you right now is you you seeing what has happened, but you're not entirely managing the situation. There's an element of control still and rigidity. And what I'm getting here is that there is a fear for you. There is a fear for you around this loss. Because there is a fear of aloneness and a fear of losing the sharing. And, so perhaps there was something that happened as a child where you experienced a great loss. And so there's a lot of control around how you hold on to your partnership now as a fear of that loss happening again. But what it's doing is it's too rigid and it's too controlling and it's too traditional and it's It's killing the passion, it's killing the fun, the joy of the relationship. And so what's ended up happening is she's gone into the arms of another man, or he's gone into the arms of another woman, or another man. Who knows what the situation is with gender. So where I do see this going is it actually does resolve itself. And I do see both of you healing and learning from this and going on a journey with it. So in the future, I see, looking out for new possibilities around changing your perspective around the relationship so that it can reach a place of lightness and happiness again. And this is what I see in the future, and also with the outcome of the reading. I have the Queen of Cups. So, and sorry, just by the way, I'm in the Philippines, which is karaoke station everywhere. It's Thursday afternoon and people start playing karaoke. So if you're hearing bass in the background, you know what it is. All right, so let me continue. So with the Queen of Wands over here, she's transformed as a result of this whole experience that has happened, and she's moved from this trapped and isolated and quite frankly repressed woman under your control, who's now just had this incredibly unhealthy affair, to she's stepped into her power and into her passion, and as a result of the confusion and as a result of this very confusing situation that happened with this man, the justice was served. There was the what she put out there came back to her in the sense that she got entangled and trapped in this very unhealthy situation. And what it did was, it became public knowledge for you. It became public knowledge. And so there was a lot of embarrassment and confusion around this. And so she was able to bring this whole experience back into a healthy place within herself. And so that the relationship could experience a revival of the love and returning to the happiness. And so what I see with you is, I see you again, you come across as the Emperor, which is a very dominating, authoritative father figure. And I see you softening. There's a softening that's happened in you. And I see you softening with her or him and what they're going through the struggle that they're going through. And this has allowed for a new beginning. It's brought a fresh spark of passion and inspiration into the relationship, into the connection. And for her, what I see is her right now, and this is all kind of in the process of happening, and for her I see her taking, or him, sorry, I'm terrible with genders. I forget that her can also be a him, and a him can also be a her in the readings. So this person, your partner, is just taking time out and processing the whole situation and moving away from the intensity of the emotional entanglement that happened, and really making a decision because of the nostalgia and the longing for the connection to you. There is a revival, and the relationship can experience a new beginning. So it's I see this journey that both of you go on, and these changes that happen as a result of all the pain that gets stirred up from it, and it softens you a little bit. It really forces you to reflect on who it is that you've been in the relationship, how controlling it is that you've been, but it also allows you to see her a little bit better and experience some compassion for her and what she has gone through. And then as far as the relationship goes, with regards to right now, the relationship is in a stalemate of sorts. So it's in a stalemate because of the deception that happened, and the deception was her or your partner being with another person, another sexual experience, which affected the marriage. I'm assuming this is a marriage because I'm getting the marriage cards, but like I said, it can be a marriage of love and not by contract. So that's where the relationship is at the moment. But what's busy happening is you at some point are going to realize how it is that you've been in this relationship and how it is that you need to be and what needs to change, and that you can actually support her through this, and that the relationship can be saved, because there is the love card, and I do feel that you love this person and that they love you, and that there was once passion there, but that it dissolved because it wasn't fed, because of you were carrying all these responsibilities and burdens. And I also feel that there was a rigidity or a possessiveness with you, a control of sorts with you and your partner. And as I mentioned, I really see your partner going through this change where they move from being more sentimental and emotional and softer, and actually stepping into their power, into their passionate power. And for you, I see you going from a harder, more rigid place and softening as a result of it. So it's almost like the roles are reversed, but in a healthy way. So that's very beautiful. So I picked some Osho cards, and so right now what's happening is some kind of aloneness, and the aloneness is about allowing yourself to really go into what is happening here and what is needed. And I sense that that's where the relationship is at right now. But then I've got two very beautiful cards which I feel reflect where the relationship is needing to go. And I've got celebration and sharing. So celebration and sharing is the pleasure around having fun and sharing and bringing more of this into your life, Capricorn, and not being so serious. Okay, so lastly, I picked a love oracle card, and I'm just going to read it to you and see what resonates. Possessiveness and envy, holding onto a spouse obsessively, attempts to bind a person into a restrictive relationship. Could such attitude really work for the long run? Okay, so there we go. And then last but not least, the Lenormand cards. I picked 3 cards, and I got Ring, Clouds, and Garden. And Garden is the public. So the confusion in the relationship has become public. It's become public knowledge. So it's the confusion around the commitment has become public knowledge. And so, yeah, something about this brought it out into the open, and it's been forced to be dealt with. Okay, so if this resonates in any way, you're welcome to contact me via email, which is in the description box, and we can go deeper. And so, of course, this can be different for every person, and also keeping in mind that if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not right for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel, and stay in touch, leave some comments, share what your thoughts are and your feelings, and be sure to be back again next week for my next reading. Thank you for watching.